Let's make some baked spaghetti. This is so good, y'all. So I'm going to start off by using some whole grain spaghetti, and I'll use half the box, and I like to put a little salt in my water to keep it from sticking. And while that's boiling, if you're following along, we are going to scramble up 1 pound of ground breakfast sausage. And I am using turkey. And if you want to follow along with me and use turkey sausage, just add a half a teaspoon of sage to it. And you can even add pepper flakes if you want to, red pepper flakes. We're going to scramble this up, drain the fat off of it, and make sure it has no moisture in it. You will need to dice 1 yellow onion, and we're just going to add that to the sausage. Make sure your stovetop eye is on low, and we are going to cook this for about 5 minutes on low until those onions get nice and soft. And just a note about the spaghetti, once it's done, of course, we're going to drain it, and I like to rinse it off and get those starches off of it. But you are going to only cook this till it's almost done. You do not want that spaghetti to be completely done. Because keep in mind, this is going to cook in the oven as well. And you don't want mushy spaghetti in this. And now back to the stovetop eye. We are going to check on our onions. They are looking good. Turn your stovetop eye down to simmer, and we are going to add a few more things to this sausage and onions. You will add 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 jar of your favorite spaghetti sauce, and this was actually on sale at Publix. Buy one, get one free. I love those. So we used this, and it was great. And typically, my husband and I would make our own homemade spaghetti sauce, and it is so good. But time was pressing, and we had had a busy weekend. So, you know what? Sometimes it's just easier to do it this way. We are going to let this simmer and all those flavors cook together for about maybe 10 minutes or so. And you will want to stir this occasionally. You will need a 9x13 baking dish, and you will want to oil that baking dish. And I am using olive oil and a paper towel. Now we are going to throw it together, and I mean throw it together. So I'm just going to mix it right here in my 9x13 baking dish. I am not going to dirty another bowl to do this, but you can certainly throw it in a large bowl and mix it together if you would like, but I assure you, you're going to get the same results. Once you're finished mixing this and you want to mix it really well, we are going to top this with 2 cups of shredded mozzarella cheese. And I shredded that myself, guys, and it's so much better than using the pre-shredded. Now take a piece of aluminum foil and spray it with some Pam. Cover your baked spaghetti with this, and that'll keep it from sticking, the cheese from sticking. And 30 minutes later on 300 degrees, voila. One other note, I did let this broil for a few minutes just to kind of brown that cheese. This is one of our favorite dishes, but because of the carbs, my husband and I try not to make it often. But you can tell my husband and I thoroughly enjoyed this dish.